Hi students, welcome to Lunchtime Fun Time with me, Teacher Josie. And today's topic is Day of the Dead. Day of the Dead is a very important holiday in my Mexican culture. It's a time where we celebrate and remember our loved ones who have passed away. Today I want to read with you a special story. This story is called My Family Celebrates Day of the Dead. It will help us learn more about this special holiday. My Family Celebrates Day of the Dead by Lisa Bullard and illustrated by Holly Conger. Here is the table of contents, what the book will be about. Chapter 1, Waiting for Day of the Dead. Hi, I'm Daniela, and I can't wait for Day of the Dead. It was my grandpa's favorite holiday. It's an important holiday in Mexico, but some families in the United States celebrate it too. Here in the book, we see Daniela making a special decoration that we use for Day of the Dead. And I also have it here with us today. On Day of the Dead, we remember people who have died. My friends at school think it sounds sad, but Grandpa always said it is a happy time. So the person that wrote the book, they want us to think about this question. Why does Daniela celebrate Day of the Dead? And if we think about Daniela's words, she tells us that we remember people who died on Day of the Dead. Chapter 2, An Altar for Grandpa. This year, I'm remembering Grandpa. He died a few months ago. Mama says Grandpa will be back to visit us on Day of the Dead. I won't see him, but I'll know he's here. In this picture, we see Daniela at a table. This table with the things on top of it is called an altar. And we see Daniela's mom bringing some candles and some other things to put on the altar for their grandpa. We make our ofrenda. This means offering or altar. It's for grandpa and other loved ones who have died. That's where we put Day of the Dead things, like Grandpa's picture and his favorite hat. So the person who wrote the book, they want us to think about this question. What did Daniela make for her grandpa? And if we read and think about what we heard, we know that Daniela made her grandfather an offering. Something that will remind her and make her think about her grandfather and some of his favorite things. Chapter 3, At the Market. Mama and I pick out sugar skulls at the market. We also buy funny little skeletons. So here in the picture, we see skeletons at the bottom of the page. And these are things that we use for Day of the Dead to help us remember about people who have died. We buy bread of the dead from the baker. Yum! I'll be sure to leave lots for Grandpa on the altar. The person who wrote the book wants us to think about this question. Where did Daniela buy sugar skulls? We see in the picture that Daniela and her mom are at the bakery. And so here they can buy the skulls and the special bread for Day of the Dead. Chapter 4, Celebrating. On Day of the Dead, we visit the cemetery. We clean Grandpa's grave. We leave marigolds for him to smell. So this kind of reminds me and makes me think about people in Taiwan. On Tomb Sweeping Day, you go to the cemetery and you sweep the tombs of people that you know who died. And we do this too in Mexico and in my Mexican culture. We go to the cemetery and we clean our loved ones' graves, and we give them these special flowers. They're orange, they're called marigolds. You can see some of them here today too. Lots of family members come to visit later. Everyone tells funny stories, especially about Grandpa. I laugh until my belly aches. Or maybe that's because I ate too many tamales. Tamales are a special dish that we have when it's this time. And it's made of corn, cheese, meat, and vegetables. Day of the Dead is almost over. I'm going to keep Grandpa's hat in my room. He'll look for it on the altar again next year. So the person who wrote the book, they want us to think about this question. What did Daniela leave at her grandpa's grave? And we remember from the story and reading the book that Daniela left flowers at her grandfather's grave. Those flowers are called marigolds. Okay, the person that wrote this book, they want us to think about these things. Learn about holidays. Day of the Dead is an important holiday in Mexico and other parts of Central and South America. We see the map in the picture that shows us where these places are. Some families in the United States also celebrate it. The Aztecs once lived in a part of Mexico. They believed the dead visited during a special time every year. The Spanish came to Mexico in 1519. The Spanish were Christians. They remembered people who died on November 1st and 2nd. Day of the Dead combines these Aztec and Christian ideas. Skeletons and sugar skulls are common Day of the Dead decorations. They remind people of death, but are also not meant to be scary. Families visiting graves of their loved ones bring marigolds. The Aztecs connected these flowers with death. Aztecs ate tamales long ago. Many people think of them as celebration food. They are made from corn dough filled with meat or vegetables and cooked inside corn husks or leaves. So we see all the pictures here, skeletons, the Aztecs, the marigold flowers, and the tamales that we read about in the book. Okay, students, now let's talk about some of the vocabulary that you heard in today's show. You heard the word altar. Here it is in English and Chinese. You heard the word cemetery. Here it is in English and Chinese. You also heard the word grave. Here it is in English and Chinese. In today's show, I used the phrase, I laugh until my belly aches. This means that you're laughing so much that your stomach starts to hurt. In today's show, we heard the sentence pattern, I can't wait for. Daniela said, I can't wait for Day of the Dead. But you can use a sentence like this, I can't wait for lunch. Okay, students, it's prize time, and I want you to answer this question. What is the name of the book we read? Okay, so now I'm gonna pick 3 lucky winners, and after I call the student numbers, 3 student numbers, I want you to come to the hotel with your answer from 12:25 to 12:35. Okay, I have my prize bag here. Our first lucky winner is student number 32. Student number 32, please come to the hotel with your answer. Our next lucky winner is student number 13. Student number 13, please come to the hotel with your answer. Our last lucky winner today is student number 11. Student number 11, please come to the hotel with your answer. Okay. Let's see all of our lucky winners again. We have student number 32, student number 13, and student number 11. I want these students to come to the hotel with your answer from 12:25 to 12:35. Okay, that's the end of our show, students. I want to thank you so much for watching me today, and I want to wish all of you a very happy Day of the Dead.